I can only name.
All right, so you got NWA over here, you got Money MC, you got
Say what's up, Dane.
Yo.
you got the Fat
That's
Boys
it.
here.
Yeah, what's up, man? You guys, we about to interview a new graphic novel. Well, not a new graphic novel, it's a new ongoing series called Mad Science. You know, with the one and only Mike Eisenberg and Oliver. I want to say Mertz. I was about to say it wrong because I just had a whole conversation, man. But first, guys, I want to thank you guys for working with us today. And can you guys give us a little bit about your book?
Yeah. So it's a story of a super scientist inventor who creates cyber eyes, which are cybernetic retinal implants, where people zoom in and see great distances, record whatever they're looking at, see beyond the normal visual spectrum. Ends up becoming this wildly popular, world-changing invention because the implants are so cheap and easy to get and so useful that about 2/5 of the whole world get them the first year they're on the market. Problem is that after that first year, they realize the very first test subjects who have gotten the implants, including the inventor's own son, are all just now starting to see things. They're seeing weird little creatures everywhere that no one else can see. So is it a hallucination? Is it a problem with the technology? Are these creatures a real thing that people they somehow come in contact with? Whatever the case, they've got to figure it out before the problem spreads to everyone with the cyber eyes and causes worldwide panic and hysteria. That pulls the scientist and his whole family into a high-stakes, globe-trotting mystery adventure. They cover ancient civilizations, corporate conspiracies, sinister cults, and killer robots.
All that in one
Yeah, can you believe it?
Oh, actually, I'm quite aware of it.
Okay, so you guys are co-writers, right?
Yeah.
So how does this dynamic work initially?
Well, we're old friends. We've known each other since we were like 11 years old. And we always like shared our writing with each other. You know, like I wrote this, and so this might get me back to the vice versa. And it was like 10 years ago when Mike was visiting with like we decided to like work on something together. And since then we like collaborated over Skype, over Google Docs, and just making these stories together.
Yeah.
A little bit me, a little bit him. And
Yeah, we put this together over Skype with Google Doc open, coming up with an outline, just talking about it, and then going in and turning the outline into a script.
what do you do this? Okay, what about this?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's cool. An artist.
I would buy that.
So how did you guys come up with the idea of the first law of mad science?
Well, I had like a very rough idea for the story. There was like a mentor, there was some goggles, and it wasn't a fully formed idea. It was sort of a rough nugget, and I felt kind of excited about it. I said, hey Mike, what about this? And Mike was like, cool, no, but what about this?
You know what it sounds like? Guys at Infinity War. He was like, I like your plan, but it sucks. So let me come up with the plan. So it's actually pretty good.
Well, no, but that's an important part of the reason why we write together. We've known each other for so long, because we've known each other since we were 11, that when we get, we want to get actual critique and feedback from someone when we're writing. You want somebody to tell you, I see why you wanted to do that, but here's why it was a terrible idea. Here's what you should have done. But so we were working on it, and we were sort of like the story with the father and son scientist and goggles and apocalyptic visions, and we were working on it over Skype for about a month or two before I went up back. I was visiting when we started it, and I went back up to Massachusetts to get working on it. And another friend of mine came to visit who had just gotten LASIK surgery. So we're hanging out in my apartment, and we were talking about his LASIK surgery. And I looked over to his my bookcase, and he happened to pick up a book of H.P. Lovecraft stories. And LASIK surgery, H.P. Lovecraft, and like the story we were working on also was like melted together in a light bulb in my head. And I said, wait a minute, instead of goggles making the kids see apocalyptic vision, what is it LASIK surgery that makes everyone see Lovecraftian love? And that's basically spiraled out from there. We kept working on it for like a year and a half after that before, getting our artist manual on and turning it into a comic.
So speaking of the artists, how did you come in contact with the artist, and how does that work? Do you guys send him the story and he comes back with art? Or?
Yeah, so Daniel Labman is the artist who appears on the book and has been since we started. We originally found him basically a help wanted ad on an artist forum. We had got hundreds of responses. We got narrowed down to a couple that were in our price range and the style we liked, and got those couple to people like a character design just at a tryout. And we went with Daniel, and we've been with him ever since. And yeah, we
Send him the scripts, and
he sends us pages.
he sends us pages. It's gotten, at first it was we sent scripts via email, and then magically pages appeared. But over the years, we've been in touch more and more, and it's been more of a dialogue where it's like, yeah, what about this? And we're like, yeah, but what if you did this? It's a little bit more of a collaboration. And it's become, it's all of our baby. Like we all put our heart and soul into creating this art and science. And what started off as us sending out scripts and magically getting back pages became this collaborative.
So I see right now that you have the first volume. Is there anywhere else you guys going out with the story, or how many volumes do you have planned for the future?
So there's going to be, like, we've got 12 chapters planned out, but we've already had to split one of the chapters into 2 issues, so it's probably going to be 13 issues, at least at this point. But Volume 1 has got our first 5 issues, plus a one-shot issue that we did. We've got issues 6 and 7 out now. 7 we're hoping to get, hopefully by the end of the year. 8, sorry, yeah. 8 we should hope to get out by the end of the year. We have been working on it now for 8 pages. And yeah, we do about an issue a year. So at the end of the day, it's probably going to be 3 collected volumes. But we're still, we're still self-published indie creators. We all have day jobs, so it takes a little time, but we're chugging away
Quality,
at it.
not speed.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity. That's what it is.
So yeah, and we're going to get it done, and yeah, we've been working on it for 8 years so far, so not stopping anytime soon. So yeah.
Yeah. No need to rush. No need to rush greatness. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Great, just pretty.
Yeah.
I also see you guys over here like have some merchandise, t-shirts and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah.
You guys want to talk a little bit about that and where people can come?
Madscience.com. You can get our t-shirts, also all the books. But yeah, we've got the Work Until Your Family is Sad t-shirt, which we felt like it was a sort of a theme that was showing up in the book, but also something we sort of recognized from our lives.
And it makes people laugh and sad at the same time.
Yeah, we sort of getting a lot of fun reactions from people at shows where they're at the same time. Sorry, I'm just the writer because our artist Daniel lives in Montana, so we do the shows on the East Coast by ourselves, and people are always coming up to the booth saying,
I love the art, it's so great. Oh, yeah, can you do a sketch? We're like,
we wrote, you don't want us to sketch anything.
we're sorry, we just wrote. So I actually made 2 of these up just with Mike and I here at Comic on this 2 years ago. And it's just like an inside joke to something I thought was funny. And people were like, oh, it's great. And everyone else was in on the inside joke too. And that was kind of cool that like I made something I thought was funny for Mike. And it turned out to be funny for more people. And it's like, oh yeah, look at this. This is great. Like, this is cool. And so we made them, and it's cool when people buy them because we get to hear their stories too.
So is there anywhere people, if they can't make it to a con, where they could buy the book online?
Yeah, so it's firstlovemadscience.com to get the print version from us via our web store. We're also on Comixology and Kindle for anyone who likes to read.
Yes, that's the place to be. All right, so guys, I want to thank you again. Oh, before I go, you have any social medias? Guys want to talk?
Yeah, at First Law Comic on Twitter, and then search First Law Mad Science on Facebook.
All right, man. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for having us over. I'm going to see if I can not pay an electrical bill or something so I can buy one of these books. And until next time, man, Daniel, have us out, man.
This is Real Comic Book Talk, you guys, at Baltimore Comic Con 2018. We'll see you next time.
Deuces.